Hey everybody, welcome back to another Ask Ping. Got a couple questions for you. Let's get after it. First one says, Ping, what happened to the training app you were making? I saw the media launch and then haven't seen anything since. Jason. Jason, it's a source of very serious frustration for me. We probably got a little too ambitious with our original launch date. We were trying to do it in May. And when you're building your own app, if anyone has experience doing this, it's slow. It is a really frustrating process. You can buy apps that are sort of pre-made off the shelf and then you just plug your content into it. We didn't want to do that. We have specific things we want it to do and how we want it to look. And so we took on the endeavor to build our own, and it's just been incredibly frustrating from a timing standpoint. We are now looking at maybe a September launch. Don't hold your breath on that. It's coming though. And we kind of just decided, regardless of the timeline, we want to make sure it's right before we launch it. That's more important than being early. So, but yeah, we've got Villapoto, Rhino, Fro, Langston, and Johnny Campbell all doing their own channels. Bones doing a whole channel on suspension and chassis setup. Jay Clark doing one on bike maintenance. Coach Rob Beams for training, fitness, health, wellness. And then Lorraine Huber doing a whole channel on sports psychology. And she's a world champion skier, went back to school and got her master's in sports psychology. So she's really been there and done it. That's going to be an awesome help to people. And I'm super excited about this. The content looks amazing. It's unlike anything else out there. And it's just going to be a new level for the sport. So I'm stoked to get it to you guys. Just be patient. I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. It's been really frustrating dealing with India on this. They don't move quickly. So, but it's coming along great. And like I said, hopefully early September, we have this thing out. So thanks for the letter. I appreciate it. And I just haven't been saying much about it because there hasn't been much to say. I'm just waiting on these guys to get the technology done. So having said that, stay tuned. Next question. Thanks for that, Jason. I appreciate it. Next one says, Ping, been enjoying the new content here at Whiskey Throttle Media. Have two questions. What are your plans for the site? And question number two, what are your opinions on the Deegan bike claim? RJ Biner? I think it's Biner. Okay, Whiskey Throttle Media. I can tell you that we're trying to fill a void. I feel like, in the 90s and 2000s, we had a lot of personality, and there was this trend to not focus so much on the racing, because a lot of people did that, but focus on the personalities and the individuals and the behind the scenes and the community and the culture of it. And I think that spawned some really cool media outlets and things. And then for whatever reason, I'll blame Ricky Carmichael because he is just an easy scapegoat. When he just made everybody kind of work so damn hard that they stopped having fun. And then it almost seemed like the media followed suit and just started focusing on just race results. That's it. And there's a lot more to this sport and these people than just that. And so we aim to really drill down on that. And we've got Kalana Humphrey is going to do a vlog for us. Liam Olaf's going to do a vlog for us. We've got what we call the Vintage Iron Project. It's going to be a feature with Rick Dowdy, showcasing some of these really high-end collections, vintage bike collections from around the country. There's a guy in San Jose we're going to be meeting up with real soon. He's got two of Wardy's championship bikes and a George Jobey Works Honda. And we may even get Wardy to come out and ride one of these things potentially. So anyway, just some neat stuff like that. That focuses just on the people. We've got other features too that involve current racers, and I just don't want to give those away just yet, but we're gonna have some neat stuff. And I'm trying to just fill that void of, I want to build community around the culture and the personalities and the people of the sport, not necessarily just pro racing. You know what I mean? So that's sort of our overarching theme and goal, and that's what we're gonna be doing. Lots of neat stuff coming, so stay tuned. And part two here, look, man, I'm kind of worn out with this whole thing at Loretta's. I said my piece on my Instagram page and have taken some heat for it for sure, but I stand by what I said, and that's all I'm going to really say. There was things that were done poorly, and I hope that why the reason we didn't put anything on Whiskey Throttle Media, it's very clickbaity and drama and he said, she said, and you're never going to get the whole 100% truth. So I just hope that from all of this, some good can come out of it. Maybe there's some tweaks made to that rule where if you're under 18, you have to be with a legal guardian, or, no one is allowed to speak to you or come in and ask you questions if you file a claim. It should kind of go under the radar. A lot of things were just handled squirrely, and I hope that maybe some of those will be addressed. Maybe some of these race teams will look and go, okay, we better not send parts that we don't want to get out. This is a rule. It can definitely get claimed, and if we don't want this stuff out there, we better not send those parts. That's the spirit of the rule, trying to keep everybody at a certain level and don't go past that. And I think for the most part, teams follow that, but then all these years go by with no claim, and so they all keep kind of pushing the limit, and then something like this happens and everyone freaks out, and it's like, I'd love to see somebody claim a bike every year. That's what I'd like to see. Keep it honest. Don't know what class it's going to be or whatever, but just somebody throw down and buy it. It's a good deal, actually. If a guy shows up with kit suspension and all kinds of blingy stuff, 17 G's is a pretty good price. But I don't want to add anything more to it. It's been beat to death, and I'm glad it got publicity. It was the only reason I posted anything. I didn't want it to get swept under the rug like many are trying to do. I wanted it to be addressed. I want it to be discussed, and I want some changes to come out of it. And I think that hopefully will happen. And if it doesn't, people are watching. So that was all I wanted for it. And like I said, I'm not trying to get clicks. We didn't even put it on our site. And so I'll just leave it at that. It's worn out, and I'm tired of talking about it, frankly. So that's about it. But I appreciate the question, RJ. Thanks so much. And as always, if you guys have questions for us, you can send them to admin@whiskeythrottlemedia.com, or just leave them in the comment section, whether you're on YouTube or on our page. Just leave them below. We'll answer them. We'll be back here every Friday. Thanks, guys. We'll see you.